good morning, good evening for wherever you're joining us from. It's another beautiful, wonderful episode of Safety Mental Law. Today, we'll be having one of our safety professional, one of our safety experts in the field of health, safety and environment, sustainability, Mr. Julius Akong. Mr. Julius Akong, it's nice to have you here today. How are you doing today, sir?
Very well, thank you, Aliu. Great to be here too.
Yes, I remember in the last program that we did, that is Setting the Pace 2023. I remember that we had some discussions towards an initiative that you want to use to drive love for safety. Can you please kindly elaborate on this, sir?
Thank you very much, Waliu. So first of all, let me appreciate all the beautiful programs that you've been doing with health and safety. Thank you so much. Your passion is very contagious, and that is the level of contagion that we need to make health and safety cut across where it needs to be in Nigeria and in Africa. So, I mean, you're doing the right thing in the forward direction. Thank you so much. I talked about something I call CEIL, C-E-I-L. CEIL is a cosmopolitan initiative that was developed out of a strong need, a strong passion to ensure that health and safety permeates the fabric of the Nigerian society, so that as Nigeria is the giant of Africa, that permeation can get through Nigeria into Africa as is expected, to change the current very delicate culture of health and safety that exists within the African continent. So CEIL stands for the Center of Excellence for Innovation and Leadership. I didn't just want us to say Center of Excellence for Safety and Occupational Safety and Health, because that will limit it. But whenever you talk about innovation, whenever you talk about leadership, you are talking about a people. And whenever you are talking about people, the paramount thing that comes to play is their safety. So for this year's Valentine, we are going to be talking about it by, so CEIL is an initiative that will be coming up with different projects. And one of the very first projects is this one, which is Love is Safety. So as February 14th is a day for lovers to discuss love, we talk about love from the perspective of love being safety. And in our coming conversation as we go on, we'll be able to elaborate on what we mean when we say love is safety, as odd as it sounds. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you. Center for Excellence for Innovation and Leadership, Love is Safety. Also, I remember vividly around the discussion about this innovation, you also spoke about driving initiatives to improve the culture of safety in the public domain, in the public space, in the public sector. How do you intend to achieve this? Can you please throw more light on what this really means, sir?
Thank you very much. So passion is one thing that makes you a bit abnormal. If you have not done anything that takes you away from what people will say normal people behave, then you have not demonstrated passion. So one of the ways we are going to demonstrate that is we will look at all the areas that are the major contributors to accidents within society, which we have identified in terms of road transport. We have looked at our people from the motorcycle riders to the keke napep tricycle riders, to the yellow buses we call korope riders. We have carved out a meeting point for all of these people. Then we have looked at it from the area of the country's GDP. So in the informal sector, when you are talking about people like the vulcanizers, when you are talking about the mechanics, when you are talking about different people, roadside mechanics, different so-called engineering outfits in different lights, we have carved out a niche of programs where we'll meet them at different points to discuss in their language, in the language they understand. We'll go to them and take the message of safety to them, and institute programs that will motivate them to take safety seriously. And then we will go to different estates where people live to talk about basics, the basics that a 2-year-old child is supposed to know in a thriving culture. Things like firefighting, things like first aid, simple hygiene, which children don't know because they grow up into the saying that dirty no dey kill African man. And yet our life expectancy keeps reducing. And we continue to announce that dirty no dey kill African man. CIL, like I said, is a cosmopolitan initiative made up of very, very serious-minded professionals. Our president is a former vice chancellor of the Covenant University in Ottawa. And then myself, I happen to be the DG. And then we have a couple of directors who are very senior people in society from across different strata of society. So we're not just looking at health and safety, we're looking into sustainability. We're looking into professional leadership practitioners. So the people who make up this NGO are cut across different sectors of the economy of Nigeria. So I thank God for the privilege to have been the one who sort of called the meeting. And by the grace of God, we have started a very gainful collaboration that is going to make that difference. We believe that collaborating with people like you on this platform, collaborating with all the other players within the health and safety industry, especially beginning from Lagos, we are going to make a striking change in these different facets of society. So this is our first outing, and I'm alone for today, but in subsequent ones, we will be having different speakers come up and talk about these different things, while also showing photographs and videos of programs, because we don't want to make it a talk shop. We want to go out and carry out programs and come back and showcase the programs here, so that as people see them, they gradually begin to imbibe and things begin to change. So how else can we demonstrate love for humanity other than trying to salvage life? Who is alive that does not have life? Since we are alive because we have life, the best way we can show love, especially during this Valentine, is by doing things to keep people alive. And it is not enough to breathe, take in air and send out air. The quality of life that is lived is important. That is why we want to ensure that people are safe to live a high quality of life. That is paramount. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Wow, beautiful. The best way to show love is to ensure the safety of people and the safety of the environment at large. This quite reminds me of one of our initiatives. It's actually the same thing when it comes to public safety. And one of the ways that we started is to give safety tips, enlightenment sections, and to talk about safety, have safety videos, short safety videos that educate people about basic safety things. And we also go extra mile to go into public transport and to talk and educate people about safety. We've done that a couple of times, and we're still going to do that also. And part of our plan that we also had in mind is going into, like you call them, the informal sector, the welders, the bricklayers, the carpenters. Because when you look at these people, most times after they grow old to the age of 60, 70, the consequences of those activities, even those that are into, even for example, today, my mom was telling me that, because my mom is a tailor, a fashion designer, so he's now complaining about his harm. To a harm that is, and it's a result of using the scissors. Imagine just using scissors continuously to cut clothes. It has effect. That's the ergonomics. And they're not aware about these things. Some will complain about their legs walking around without doing exercise. Some will complain about, in fact, the welders are actually much more exposed to these things, and they do not know, and they constitute so many hazards. So it's a very good initiative that will not only help those that are into the extreme ends of exposure to hazard, even those that are exposed to continuous low-level hazards, we are going to enlighten them and bring up these enlightenment sections. And also part of what you said, going into estates. Yeah, it's part of our plans. We have a couple of estates that we are pushing to facility managers to talk about this issue of safety, not only about long term, but even at the short term. We have houses getting burned, people getting drowned in water, kids getting drowned in water. We have issue of fire accident, getting slip and fall out. Most so many people are falling in their home as a result of someone pouring water without cleaning it. These little things, like you said, even a 2-year-old should know these basic things. And I think this initiative is a very wonderful, and I believe that with good collaboration is going to go a long way. So aside from those that you've mentioned, those that you've highlighted, are there opportunities? Is there an opportunity for those who are interested to volunteer themselves to become a part of this wonderful initiative, sir?
Thank you very much. And I thank you once again for, like I said, what shows passion is what you are doing about health and safety. If you're not doing anything, you're probably not passionate. And in this case, you're either part of the solution or you're part of the problem. So I thank you for being part of the solution.
Thank you, sir.
So at the end of the day, there are a lot of opportunities. What we have done is first identify the problems. We have realized that since this problem was not caused by a single person, it also cannot be solved by just one single group of people. So each day I hear safety groups coming up, I'm happy because I see areas that are so broad that everybody can go into. We need to collaborate. There are opportunities. Any person, young or old, who feels that they have something to contribute can contribute, because that is one group where ideas spring up on a second-by-second basis. We held one meeting and we did not know when we were up to 3 hours in that meeting because ideas just kept coming up. And we kept, at some point, we had to just say, please, can we stop here and close for the day and continue some other time? Because a pool of ideas that were coming up, we were getting overwhelmed and we're like, should we not just start with one thing first? So there are so many areas of collaboration. There's something we call committed cameras. Those people are people who will go out into the street. We don't want to be using videos that are copied off Google when we're making presentation in places. When we're talking about accident problems, we don't want to go to anywhere else to get those things. These are a group of people within us who will go out. As they go out every day and see problems, they take snapshots and videos of these things, not neglecting the people while taking a video. But of course, immediately you take a short video. You can take a short video of help that is being given. Not that you see an accident happening and you neglect the victim and you go and stand to take a video. But these committed cameras are people who are taking videos and photographs of things that need help, using help that is being given. So you don't just take a video showing how bad things are, but saying what you have done. So we hope to promote ourselves, promote our agenda by those kind of things. So these are other areas where people can also join in. There are a lot of other areas, like on the area of sustainability discussion. We have also once been to Covenant University to discuss sustainability with lecturers and students for last year's World Safety Day. We have had this kind of outing there. And there was, at a point, we needed to have a robust team because of the many projects that we had to do to separate the students into different classes and play certain games. So these are areas where we also need collaboration. We need a lot of hands. Imagine that that time we even had t-shirts we were giving out free of charge, and we wanted people to wear those t-shirts and go with us to that place to make the needed change. And it was difficult to get, and we weren't just looking for just anybody. We wanted people who are passionate so that we are not just having to force people and all of that. So these are areas where we really, really need a lot of collaboration. And then we also, every quarter, we'll be organizing a quiz, a safety quiz on one side, and then a debate on the other side. We will take critical safety topics that are causing controversy and organize debates between safety groups, maybe different WhatsApp groups or different associations. We can just ask them to bring representatives. This one is representing this one, this one. So we have prizes people will win. People can collaborate here by even sponsoring the prizes that other people will win and all of that. Then there are scholarships that can be given to winners and all. I mean, we can send people on scholarship to Techidia Capital, Techidia Institute, that is running a mini MBA on innovation and digital transformation. We can sponsor people to the QHSCS Leadership Academy that is currently ongoing. We can give people scholarships to all of those places. These are all also ways of advancing the cause of occupational safety and health within Africa, where we desperately need to grow the culture. So these are all different organizations. We're also currently speaking to different organizations like NNPC and co, whom we are hoping that in collaboration with them, we'll be able to execute their CSRO projects. And in the process of executing that, they will sponsor some of the programs we want to do into different parts of society. These projects require a lot of money because when you start the conversation around health and safety, you need money to motivate people. You need to buy promotional items to stir up the interest. You need a space, and in that space, you need to have banners. You need to do different things to attract people's fancy. You need to have an online platform like this to be able to get out there and reach out to other people. So while we are committed to spending from our own purses, we also need collaboration from people who can demonstrate their own passion by footing one or two of this kind of engagements.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So while we go to the closing ends of this important discussion, an enlightenment section that you're giving us, we'd like to know, for those who wants to register, who are interested in registering formally, is there a procedure for them to formally be a part of this? And what are the requirements for them to be a part of this?
All right, so thank you very much. The highest qualification that is required to join the Center of Excellence for Innovation and Leadership, because it's not a membership organization. So the highest requirements, the highest qualification is passion. We have a couple of questions that we will ask as proof of passion. And then we have a website, which is www.theseal.org. That website is where people will go to, and we have a section there where people can click to join. We are also on social media, and we have a page on LinkedIn. We are just recently creating the Facebook and YouTube. As soon as they are ready, we'll put them on the LinkedIn. We have also started a project where every month we've been helping to sensitize safety professionals, to grow safety professionals. So we run WhatsApp groups that are called QHSC Leaders Forum. So I mean, people can also join that. Those who are not already members of that, we can give out, or they can go to our LinkedIn page. So from our LinkedIn page, they can reach us. As soon as you become a member of the QHSC Leaders Forum, you are already one step into CEIL, because that forum is actually owned and run by the Center of Excellence for Innovation and Leadership. So whatever announcements we have, we'll be placing them there and then on our LinkedIn page. While as soon as the YouTube one comes up, we will be imputing all activities, like things like this outing and our programs on channels, TV, TVC, and other platforms. We'll all keep them and store them for public use at our YouTube channel. So, but for now, membership is first of all from the online platforms. There we will send out a Google form later on. We are going step by step. We'll send out a Google form for factual registration. That is where we will scoop our list of people from. So we have not put financial involvement for anybody to join. For now, the only qualification that we're looking out for is the passion, because even if you pay us 500 million naira and join, and you don't have the passion, you will probably just be looking to scoop your money back in which case you will not care whether we're making impact or not. So we want, first of all, people who are interested in the impact. So we would like to be reached back at from people who are interested in that impact. And we will really screen people that will join us. We will ask a lot of questions to ensure that the people who are joining us have passion. This is not the first group we will be setting up. We set up groups like this in the past. And one of the reasons why the dream seemed to have waned was because we got a lot of people who did not share the passion. So on this particular occasion, we will only take people, first of all, based on the passion. And then going forward, we can now streamline memberships. And that is why it's important for us to launch out using a love program like Valentine to show that the essence of formation is love for humanity, love for Africa, which gives us, which pushes, which drives the need for people in that spirit of love to learn to save life, to contribute to saving life. So we urge all such persons of passion to join us, first of all, by going to our LinkedIn page, and then the website. You can still reach us from our website, and then, of course, on the QHSA Leaders Forum.
All right, thank you very much, sir. The time is fast spent. If we continue to discuss, there are a lot of issues that we'll keep mentioning, because, like you said, it's a very, very wide field. I remember one day when I had a story of a woman selling gas who got involved in a ghastly explosion because of someone who was smoking cigarettes and dropped the cigarette on the floor. Unknown, there was an accumulation of gas, and that led to serious explosion. That, in fact, they hospitalized the woman and the daughter and a little child. The daughter died. Then at the end of the day, we realized that it was as a result of an accumulation of gases, and someone passing randomly who is not aware just was smoking cigarette and led to an explosion. The child died, the lady died, the woman is in ICU now. Oh, you can't recognize her again. These are the things that we are talking about and why we need this kind of initiative. And I believe that it will go a very long way. That when I had that news, there's a man selling gas opposite our compound, our neighborhood. I immediately went to them. I told them, this is what I had. These are the control measures. That is what we're talking about, love for safety. It's not until you know someone physical or someone is your family or your dad or your mom before you express your love by telling them how they should be safe. So spreading this safety awareness, this safety topic is very important. And I think that this initiative is what we can collaborate on, is what everybody can join to be inclusive. Inclusiveness, and would definitely reduce the number of accidents that we have, reduce casualties, and improve the safety culture of Nigerian populace and Africa at large. Thank you, sir, for your time. Thank you, sir, for this initiative. Thank you so much for all you do to improve safety in the world at large. So I would like to give a final note of encouragement, a final note of words from you as we give this a closing remark. Thank you and God bless you.
All right. Thank you so much, Walid. Thank you too. On a final note, I'd just like to say that the ILO has said that 2.93 million people are dying as a result of workplace accidents and workplace illnesses. And this means that and the statistics says that even as these numbers are reducing in the developed world, in the developing world where we are, the numbers seem to be increasing. That means that the more things are done in the developed world, the more people are learning to reduce these accidents in the developed world, the more we here are just getting excited about getting involved in accidents. So what can we do to reduce that? This is what we are doing. CEIL is saying, let us love life, love safety, because love itself is safety. If you have love, show it in how many people you are contributing to keeping alive. If you are not doing that, any other thing you are doing is the opposite of that. So if we have the passion, love is the passion. Love is safety. Let us all love safety and live safely. so that your life is 2 or 3 other lives involved. If your life is taking away lives, then you are walking backwards every day. But if your life is helping other people stay alive, then kudos to you. We should give thumbs up to such people. Thank you very much.
The true definition of value is when you give value to other people's life. And that is part of what Center of Excellence for Innovation and Leadership is all about. And that is what Safety Mental Life is all about. And that's what Collateral Safety Consult is all about. And we also want you to join this huge transformation, be a part of this history, be a part of this beginning, and we can together spread the safety world. We can together improve the safety of the nation at large. We can together improve sustainability. We can together make this country a better place. So on February 14, as we had today, that is the day of love. February 14 is a day to show love and to express our love to ourselves. Let's spread the love for today by spreading this awareness, by spreading this video across, to get across to people. It is not only limited to professionals, the informal sector, everyone needs to be involved, everyone needs to be engaged, and we are expecting a collaborative effort to drive this great innovation, this great initiative together, and together we move. Thank you once again, and see you some other time. Thank you, Mr. Julius Apon, for this wonderful time. We love you, we appreciate you. See you once again. Thank you, and God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you very much.